They're all peaches and sweet tea until their biscuits get burned. Sex, lies, and sliding into a married celeb's DMs. These are the juiciest relationship scandals on Southern Charm.
There are landmines. It's going to explode.
We watched Catherine Dennis practically grow up on the show, from a carefree 21-year-old in season 1 to devoted mom of 2. Early on, she fell in love with Thomas Ravenel, who comes from an influential Charleston family and is 30 years her senior. The pair duked it out over the years and finally called it quits in 2016. But 2 kids and 7 seasons later, they're still battling over custody. According to People in 2022, Thomas had full custody, with Catherine getting supervised weekend visits.
Are you gonna say sorry?
I'm doing anything wrong.
But Catherine has been linked to more than one Southern Charm cast member, and we have the receipts to prove it. In season 1, Craig Conover, who had a crush on her at the time, got mad at pal Shep Rose for hooking up with her, calling it a bro code violation. Tensions were also high during season 6 when news broke that Catherine and Whitney Sudler-Smith apparently hooked up before she was linked with Thomas. Whitney denied the rumors, telling Catherine,
"We have a different interpretation of events."
Are you serious?
Catherine then clapped back.
I've had people lie that they've had sex with me, but I've never had anyone deny that they've had sex with me.
Austin Kroll has been on quite the journey when it comes to his love life. He and Madison LaCroix took viewers on a seasons-long roller coaster ride with their on-again, off-again courtship that involved a bunch of cheating-related incidents. But by season 8, Austin hooked up with Olivia Flowers, and Madison got engaged to Brett Randall. But there still might be some baggage in the trunk.
It's over.
Be a beta. I'll see you later.
In the season 8 premiere, things got awkward for Austin and Madison at Catherine's birthday party. Following his conversation with Madison, he told Olivia she had nothing to worry about, and she claimed she was fine with him saying hello to his ex. But she later confessed.
So evident that there's unprocessed things there. We shouldn't be going on our first date and talking about homegirl.
Madison didn't take too kindly to Flowers' remarks, later posting on Instagram, "I'd rather be a homegirl than a homely girl." In an Instagram story, Olivia shared a selfie, replying, "Homely? More like homebody." Madison didn't just dip her toe into the dating pool after ending things with Austin in 2021. Instead, she took a big swing at it. Rumors soon swirled about Madison and former MLB star Alex Rodriguez, when he was still engaged to Jennifer Lopez. On the season 7 reunion, Madison denied ever meeting up with Rodriguez, but admitted,
He contacted me, and yes, we DM'd. But other than that, there was nothing. I've never physically seen him.
You guys FaceTime
touched
all the
him.
time.
Speculation heated up again when eagle-eyed fans noticed Rodriguez had liked some of Madison's Instagram posts. Shortly after the likes were exposed, Rodriguez and J.Lo split. As a source alleged to Page 6, the Madison LaCroix scandal was the reason they finally broke up. When asked about the ordeal, Shep told Us Weekly that LaCroix even signed an NDA, adding, "I know that there was an NDA signed, which doesn't seem to mean anything anymore. I think our show started as fairly normal, humble people, and now it's like DMing baseball stars and stuff." Notorious Playboy Shep puts the charm in Southern Charm. But will he ever follow through on a lasting commitment? Viewers were introduced to Taylor Ann Green in season 7 when the pair started dating. It was a new chapter for the guy who used to match his castmates shot for shot in downtown Charleston and avoided relationships like the plague. Taylor wanted to settle down, but Shep wasn't in a rush to take that next step.
Peter Pan syndrome.
While season 7 saw the couple in the honeymoon phase, things got more serious in season 8. Following a pregnancy scare, it became abundantly clear that the two wanted different things. Still, despite the hiccups, the pair kept things going. In June 2022, they appeared on Watch What Happens Live together, and the following month, Taylor shared a snap of the duo looking happily taken. But it seems nothing good lasts forever. According to People, the pair had officially split by October 2022.
We had a great time. If she ends up with a very good guy that makes her happy, that will make me very happy.
In season 7, Catherine introduced fans to her boyfriend Caleb Ravenel, but by the next season, the two called it off. Claiming that he was emotionally unavailable, she told him,
I haven't seen you taking the steps to fulfill the role that I would like someone to fill.
The couple's relationship started in July 2020, but some questioned Catherine's intentions. After Catherine's alleged racism scandal, according to People, co-star Leva Bonaparte assumed at the time, this was her strategic move, I guess. The two were an item for over a year, but things came crashing down once the camera started rolling again. As Catherine told Us Weekly, I was like, maybe filming will bring us together, but it broke us apart. Naomi Olindo left season 6 in a blaze of glory, so fans were shocked to see her return to Charleston for the season 8 premiere. As she explained on the Skinny Confidential Him and Her podcast, I had to beg my way back, and I was like, guys, please, I know I quit and I know I told everybody to f off, but please, I'm very depressed and I really want to come back. Fans watched Naomi break things off with Craig Conover in season 5, but she found love again with Charleston med student Matul Shah. The couple dated for 3 years, but things fell apart shortly after they moved to New York City. As they unpacked, Naomi found communication between Matul and his ex on his laptop. She said on the podcast, it was like a year's worth of texts with his ex and explicit pictures and, the whole 9 yards. And I called him and I was like, hey, I just want you to know, I saw the messages with Sophie and this is done.
I like women, no doubt about it.
Thomas was the center of controversy on the show for as long as he had screen time. From dating 20-somethings to failed political careers, he consistently stirred up the drama. But he was squarely bumped from the main roster after he was arrested for assaulting his family's former nanny in 2018. After Thomas and Catherine's tumultuous relationship ran its course, he found new love in season 5 with nurse Ashley Jacobs. But she clashed with the rest of the cast, especially Catherine, and they split up in 2018 after just a year. In 2020, Ravenel got engaged to Heather Masco, a 38-year-old RN with whom he welcomed a child 6 months earlier. But by 2021, that relationship was as dried up as Thomas's reality career. In season 3, viewers watched Craig move in with then-girlfriend Naomi, but their relationship flamed out a few years later. The two constantly argued, but perhaps their most memorable spat happened in season 5 when she called his sewing hobby into question.
You sit home and you sew and you pretend to do things.
What's wrong with my sewing?
For the record, the law school grad now owns a retail pillow empire that has its very own flagship store on Charleston's King Street. In 2021, Craig started a long-distance relationship with Summer House star Paige DeSorbo. But before they made it official, Craig and Naomi hooked up in Las Vegas. Naomi told People, neither one of us ever thought we would get back together. This happened a year ago now, and it was sort of a 1 or 2 off situation where you just know each other and you're comfortable around each other and you have some fun.
I felt bad a little bit.
On Watch What Happens Live in 2022, Craig confirmed that his dalliance with his ex happened before he and Paige were exclusive. Cameron Eubanks was a fan favorite from the very beginning, and when she didn't return for season 7, viewers were shocked. Sure, she finally settled down and had a daughter with her husband, Dr. Jason Wimberly, but being well-liked didn't make her immune to gossip.
Dude, you can't talk shit like that.
Yeah, whatever.
It all started with the season 7 premiere, when Catherine told Craig that Cameron's husband had been unfaithful. Cameron promptly reached out to Catherine via text, writing, "Why are you telling people Jason is cheating on me on camera? I am so confused." Catherine claimed she was just repeating what she heard. Cameron left the show following season 6, defending her exit in a statement. This is what reality television has come to nowadays, and a large reason why I kept my marriage off the air. You must protect what is sacred to you. Some things aren't worth a big paycheck. Though he was never an official cast member, J.D. Madison first appeared in Season 1 of Southern Charm as one of Thomas Ravenel's close friends. The real estate developer regularly gave Thomas advice and has launched a number of hospitality businesses. But his ventures seem to put a strain on his marriage. In the Season 5 premiere, he told Thomas that he separated from his wife, Elizabeth Madison. Over the season, tensions rose even higher when female castmates sided with his wife over rumors of his infidelity.
Pretend to do like the golden boy It doesn't work anymore. Everybody at this table knows that you're a complete piece of
After Naomi called him out for various indiscretions, Elizabeth tweeted, "There is nothing worse than having what you thought was a friend make false allegations and take my privacy and my own voice away." Naomi defended her call-out, tweeting, "Of course, everything I said tonight was approved before and discussed after with Liz. Sad to see her covering for him again. I wish you the best, Elizabeth." Apparently, JD and Elizabeth never officially divorced, so it's unclear where they stand as a couple. Whatever the situation is, nobody puts Lizzie in a corner.